subscribe, support, stay positive.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to welcome. It's me, Tommy NC 2010, and this video is called Tommy Thoughts, talking to the nation and talking to the world. The world means you. I mean, the realistic perspectives and the thoughts of what's inside here. So let's get down to rubbing gravel and looking at the world. So the world is interesting, entertaining, amusing, and things happen day by day. My thoughts are that sometimes we don't see the positivity in everything. We see negative. We see the negative things, and that we as people should look at the positive the way of life, and that when we are directed to be what we want to be, don't be afraid to do it. When you work to be what you want to be, then you'll get far. The reason why I've come so far is because I have worked as hard as I can to the bone to make connections, and I have my team to thank for that, and the people that are there for me. And I do everything I can to be entertaining, to provide the entertainment value. And I want to say thank you to my patrons that are donating right now, and thank you so much for supporting the channel and the cause. You are not just giving money to me, you are helping me build my channel, helping me build the process to make this channel better. And the reason why I have such bright lights here and it's so good quality, and my room is very dark, was for Christmas that my mom bought me these studio lights, and I have a green screen now, and that's why it looks so good quality lighting, and that's the reason why. But there'll be more stuff that come down the road when the Patreon stuff kicks in and people support the name of Tommy NC 2010 and the Tommy Network. patreon.com/TommyNC2010, and the link will be in the description automatically, and I hope you can go there and become a patron. So the thing is, in today's YouTube's perspective, people look at the most popular videos, and people look at the idealism of, if you don't have enough subscribers, you're not good enough. It's not true. I'm moving that back. Let's keep that away. Let's just push that away. Push that idealism. That's a stupid way of thinking. The way you should look at somebody is by who they are and how they react to people. And when you message a popular YouTuber or just a person that has more subs than you, it shouldn't matter. You see, how I look at somebody is not by how many subs they have. It's just what kind of material they make, and what is their attitude? What does their definition of entertainment mean? I have come across a lot of YouTubers that have opened their doors to me and come into my realm and worked. I've made a lot of friends. I've made some enemies in the past, but the thing about it is I love what I do. I love the business that I'm in, and my business is entertainment, positivity, and I don't know what your thoughts are on what I am, but certain subjects I want to get down to brass tacks. Certain subjects it's been boiling around. The reason why I am no longer working with, I'm going to say this, with Drew, was because he betrayed me, and that I feel like I can't work with that man anymore. So you guys have been asking so many times, so now I just briefly say it in this video. The reason why I do not work with that man is because he even was said in a conversation a while back ago that he was trolling me, and that at times there was certain information that I didn't know, and it was being thrown in my face, and not thrown in my face, but just being contemplated behind me. And that is the main subject, the subject about Drew. Reason why he is not in my team anymore, because I can't trust him anymore, and I just can't work with him. And I'm just, that's what I have to say about that. So you guys can quit asking questions about him. Let's get on to other subjects. So entertainment value, positivity is all my game. That is what I am. And what you see is what you get. And if you're looking for anything else, go off to somebody else's channel, because this is what you're going to get. You're going to get me in a suit talking to you, to the nation, to the world, 100%. This is me. This is me. This is my hair. I have, scroungy hair occasionally. People say that I look like Jack Black, and I really don't agree with people sometimes. Somebody said to me at one point, right now I'm losing weight. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm going to the gym. I've been working out at the gym and doing the best I can to lose weight and to get on the goal of being healthier. I have been trying to eat healthier, but the thing is, it's difficult when you are surrounded by so many delicious things. And right now I'm doing the Food Dude Review Crew. So basically, right now it's hard for me, so hard. But I go to the gym every day. I work out. I went 7 miles in the gym. When I was at the gym the other day, I was walking, and I did 7 miles. And I was proud of myself. I lost a few pounds, and I probably earned it back on by eating some stuff I shouldn't have ate. But the thing is that when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. I'm not just talking to nothing. I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to the nation. I want to thank everybody that has ever shared my videos and has been positive here on my channel. And that's all I care about, is the positivity. I care that the fact that you guys give the love to what you do here. I think that the fact that my team busts their hump to do what they can here. And I really do appreciate what everybody is doing and what they see on here. Now, I know some of you probably are tuning in right now, and you're saying, what, Tommy, this is not scheduled? No, this is not scheduled. This happens randomly. I do this sometimes on random times. It hasn't been this professional in a while, because the lights are only used for Tommy Talks. And just want to let you know that I don't know when it's going to be, but movie review, that's a segment. I know you guys probably forgot about it. If you're a new viewer, movie review is a segment with me and my friend Crystal, and she's a beautiful lady, and a beautiful woman at that. And she loves to watch movies, and she loves to hate movies. On the other hand, I love to watch movies, but also I like to find the quirks in movies sometimes, and the sub storylines, and that the idealisms to how movies could do it. And we go back and forth, and we compliment movies, we hate movies. So that segment will be coming back soon. I'll be getting in contact with Crystal maybe soon, but I don't know when it's coming back. But the fact is that this is who I am. I am Tommy NC 2010. I am an entertainer, and I'm in here for the positivity and entertainment. But if you are in for something else, I'm just saying you better go off to somebody else's channel, because you're not going to get what you think, what you want out of me. But if you become a patron, you will get rewards for what you pay for, and I mean that. It's once a month that you make payments, that you will be supporting the channel. I have been on here since 2010, and I've run into some bumps, but then I rebuilt myself. I made myself to be what I want to be, and as an entertainer. And I have surrounded myself by good people, and I appreciate the people that have been there for me, that have done what they can. I recently, besides having my team, I've made a lump sum of new friends. And I've made a community with some of those people. Um, I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I think I'm not perfect. No, I'm not. I'm far from perfect. I am beyond perfect. I am imperfect. Um, I carry this around a lot. I know people know this, but I have a disability. I can't read or write. And they're like, how do you operate here on YouTube? Is because of my team. They type my titles, and different people type my titles, which the people that have, I want to say to the people, of anybody that has ever done anything for me here on YouTube or has typed me a title, thank you for that. I want to say if you're a new viewer of my channel, thank you for coming to the channel. I'm Tommy NC 2010. But this is me expressing myself, just trying to be the best that I can. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I am who I am. I express how I try to express myself the best way I try to. And the thing is that when stuff happens, since my disability, I think differently on how things happen. I look too deep into things, and that's one thing you may see about my videos. I look too deep into things, and I talk about certain things, and people that may say oh yeah, Tommy, he's a quirky guy, And I have a show. If you're new, and I don't know if you are, but thank you for being there. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for the 2,000 subscribers that are watching, that have tuned into my channel, have subscribed to me, and I hope to grow more viewers down the road. And I want to say to every person, every viewer that's ever subscribed to me, thank you. Thank you for what you have given me. So one of my other thoughts is, what is the future of Tommy NC 2010? And people ask me, why don't you change your name? I'm just happy with that name. I know it's a date. It's 2010. That's a long time ago, and that's the year I graduated from my high school. But it's just a name I like to keep, and it's a name that's been embedded into people's minds now. And now I have formed a Tommy Nation, and I get to thinking sometimes, is it worth being here on YouTube? Is it worth having this much exposure? Just recently I was just on Taj.0 for a few of my videos, and I was very grateful for that. But I try to put all the hard work I can into being what I can. I could try to do everything, but some people would not be amused. They are just drawn away because I'm not what they want. I'm not a popular name. I'm just a rising YouTuber. I've made a lot of friends, and I could say I could say some names, but it's if I say names, I feel like I'm going to leave people out. But one community. Now, I'm a wrestling fan. I came out a while back ago saying I was a wrestling fan, and then I started stirring the pot. It was after WrestleMania 30 that I made I made another friend, a wrestling friend. Also, I just want to say that about certain things, and certain things were said. They were patched up, and I want to say to Geeks and Sports, I still keep you in my heart. You're still a good friend with me, and thank you for being there for me. You're a good friend. I know things get bumpy down the road sometimes, but still we can still be friends. And youtube.com/Geeks and Sports. But the fact is that I wouldn't have some, and I say this a lot. The key to everything, how I made friends with everybody, was one person, and that one person was named Cool Duder. He's the man that, him with his funny videos and all his stuff was the man that finally broke it down And my mom also, just saying, Tommy, you should make music videos. And I said, ah. And also it was my cameraman, Andrew Wonder, that made Tommy NC 2010. And growing from these experiences, meeting the friends I have, I'll tell you what, down the road, it was how I met the friends I've made. Vlog Montana, Mark Hyder. I didn't know I knew these people before, this, and Eddie Explorers, I slowly, I kind of knew Eddie Explorers through my friend Hamza. Now we have the Food Dude Review Crew. Now Eddie Explorers has been inspired from my channel to make his channel. Go check his channel out. It's pretty epic. Eddie Explorers. He goes around all around Seattle. Yeah, the guy lives where Chris Pirillo lives. How about that? He bumps shoulders with Chris Pirillo. I don't say he bumps shoulders with him because Chris is home all the time, but Chris takes care of his daughter Jedi, and he lives in Seattle, and currently Joe Pirillo is with him and Judy Pirillo. That's his mother and father. I got to meet them at Vlogger Fair. Chris Pirillo was a big reason why I began vlogging, because I watched his format and I said I learned from him, and then I was inspired from him to start making vlogs. And so the connection was made, and then I went further down the road, and I say that I have said all the years I have tried to work my hands to the bone to work my hands to the bone to do what I can. And I love, I do everything I can to try to be who I am and do what I can today. And that the thing is that entertainment today is my life, and that I appreciate my fans. I appreciate all the people that have been there. And what I was saying about the wrestling community, a while back ago, I made friends. I came across a man by the name of Joe Cronin, and I had called in a few times because it was a wrestling talk show, and I was like, a wrestling talk show? That's different. I've never seen something like that. And how I found Joe Cronin was I was looking, The Undertaker had just lost his streak. 21-1. How about that, folks? That's just a stupid number. Now I understand 20-1. That would have been a good number. But at 21-1, my gosh, it's not right, technically. And it's just because Brock Lesnar was the the pony, the whipping pony for the WWE, and the reason why CM Punk didn't win was, you want to know why? He ticked off Vince McMahon. He was complaining and all this stuff, and he didn't get what he wanted. So he got married to AJ, which technically her character, this is just what her character was, sleeping around with all the other wrestlers. That's what, it's a PG project. But technically, she's going around smooching with all these wrestlers. So you're allegedly saying it's a PG project. It's a PG show. It's PG, but we have some X-rated stuff in it, And so he marries AJ, and they terminate him. And personally, as a fan, I say good riddance. I didn't like CM Punk. I thought that he wasn't that original. And some CM Punk fans may jump on my case, but I don't care. From the beginning, I just didn't really like CM Punk. I didn't like, his character, and, people, I would say, like, as my WWE opinion, you would say who is my favorite wrestler, and you're probably gonna boo me majorly. John Cena, The Undertaker, and Daniel Bryan. Reason why I say this is because these are three people that work their body. They work themselves so hard. They really push themselves. John Cena, people hate on him. People give him crap every single time. But Cena may miss a few shows, but he's there every single night. The Undertaker, okay, I understand. He's had his, he shows up once a year for WrestleMania. For WrestleMania. But he's worked himself. He got the point. Okay, folks, Undertaker got the point where he could show up once a year. He wrestled every single match. And it gets to the point where you need to be a once a year wrestler. And okay, I've talked about this in the past, like with The Rock. He said he lied to us big time. He said, I'm here and I'm never going away. WrestleMania was over. He was there a little bit and then he was gone. He defeated John Cena and then John Cena wanted to have a talk with him. And guess who pops back in the picture? Mr. Mercenary himself. Mr. High Bidder, looking for the highest bidder to get paid. Mr. Brock Lesnar. Okay, what I mean by that is Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, some people say he's probably one of the best bookers or, agents for heels. He is what you call a heel booker. And he books heels, that people that are bad. There's baby faces and there's heels. And WWE finds this way to push certain wrestlers. And they find these wrestlers that, they have a good way of doing things. And then WWE is just like, okay, here's our product. Here's the wrestler, but he's all screwed up. Okay, for instance, a wrestler. I got off topic really bad, but this is how I am. This is how I do things. I go off topic so many times, and I'll get back on topic, and then I'll keep going. But, okay, for instance, back in the day, there was a thing called the Nexus. Wade Barrett came from the Nexus, and they were supposed to be a group of guys that were against the system, attacking people, showing up in the audience and attacking, being the snot out. The first time they ever showed up, basically, they beat the snot out of John Cena. And with that, they kept attacking every single person. Everybody, they were kind of like the cheap version of the NWO from WCW. I can get into a bunch of conversations about WCW, in my opinion, about why. And I'm just going to say this. Some people just didn't know how to balance a checkbook in WCW, and ownership was going back and forth. And the main reason why that WCW failed was just their talent, and that's just my short opinion on that. But I've been watching some documentaries on WCW and WWE. And every single time when I watch it, it's like they say WWE against WCW. It's WWF. What is the deal, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, that you have to say WWE? Okay, here's the deal. We understand. We know you were sued by World Wildlife Federation. And he was sued by World Wildlife Federation, so he had to change it to Sports Entertainment, not Wrestling Federation. And then he made it into WWE, Sports Entertainment. And so now, in documentaries, they don't say WWF, and they have freaking logos and commercials. It's a WWF, World Wrestling Federation. But the thing is that Daniel Bryan, a lot of people have been saying that they don't want to see Daniel Bryan go up against Brock Lesnar. A person that said that to me is a guy that I'm going to mention soon, a connection I made through somebody else. And I agree with this person that I think it would be not in the best thoughts because Lesnar is a monster. He's a beast, and you know, I'm gonna have some balls here, but I'm gonna say I'm not afraid of you, Brock Lesnar. I'm not afraid of your steroid overused muscles, and a couple of years later, you're gonna be. Just take a good look at. You want to see somebody that used now. I don't have proof to this, but a lot of people say this. But if you look at Hulk Hogan, and you look at him today, not what he used to look like. He's older and he's lost his muscle mass. You know, he has a bit of muscle, but that's talking from somebody who used to use a lot of steroids in the past. A lot of those guys used to use, well, technically, there was a feud with the steroid use and going back and forth, and Vince McMahon was jumped on a bunch of times. So the idealism is that in a couple more years after Lesnar stops using, he's not going to be so big anymore. And itty bitty. I'm sorry. Oh, geez, sorry about that. But the main reason, let me get back on topic. But his name is Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin. I found Joe Cronin while looking for a review of WrestleMania 30. And through the years, I've made connections. And so further down the road, I call into them and they would mess with me and joke with me. And I went on there and I had Joe Cronin on the Tommy Talk show, and that was kind of like at one point. And then I called in again, and I was talking to them, and I told them I was a free-spoken rapper, and they really liked that. And then Dead on Dave, the man that helps, a part of the member of the Joe Cronin crew, he approached me, and and I was like, who are you? And I'm like, he's like, Tommy, I'm part of the Joe Cronin crew. I want to interview you. He interviewed me, and there was some drama that happened. And another friend that had assisted me with this problem, I'm not going to say what the problem was, but it was just a person that was talking down to me because he thought he was better than me. So what happened with that was he had to get it out of me. Basically, he had to say, Tommy, who is it? Who would, what happened? So I sent Dead on Dave the message, and Dead on Dave read it, and he exploded like a volcano. Like, you ever seen the movie Dante's Peak? Imagine that, 2 times that, 2 times 100. Joe Cronin, Dead on Dave, Shot from the Point, Tommy C, both of them erupting. Now, Joe Cronin was more like, he shouldn't be fired. And Dead on Dave, he was mad. But Tommy C, on the other hand, he was aggravated. He said he should be fired. He shouldn't be talking to people like this. And I agree. We're all people here. We're making videos because we love it. That's what I'm in the business here for, is making videos, because if I didn't like making videos, I wouldn't make videos. But let me tell you a secret. I love making videos. So, that's, I think, the best thing to say here is I've made friends, a lot of connections. I made a lot of friends, and I say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to the Joe Cronin crew for being so kind to me. And I want to say to everybody I've ever met, thank you. And thank you for being my friends. But the thing is that always I'm going to keep trucking. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to keep going into the future. I'm not looking back. I'm always looking forward. I'm not living for tomorrow. I'm living for today. And whatever happens, happens. I just want to say to all my viewers, love you. And honestly, straight out to all my viewers, my love goes out to you and my patrons and the people that support my channel and come here and subscribe. This is what you're going to get, folks. This is me, Tommy NC 2010, the real deal. And I don't know what else I have to say, but I say this all the time. But as always, folks, thank you for watching, and I'm keeping you on the inside fact.